my name's Taryn.
Hi, I'm Stevie, and we're your School Community Outreach Liaisons. We assist families and students in helping navigate any barriers they may face in order to ultimately help you have the most successful education.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs was developed by an American psychologist, Abraham Maslow, to explain human motivation. It talks about basic needs being met in order for people to ultimately get to the point where they can fulfill their whole potential as a person. And it helps people be successful when they're having all of these needs met.
This is the pyramid of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the base of the pyramids are physiological needs. Basic needs like food, sleep, and clothing have to be fulfilled. The next level is safety, things like shelter, security, stability, consistency, health, and being able to possess personal property. The next level is love, a sense of belonging, connection, and friendship. Going up the pyramid, we have esteem. We need respect, recognition, freedom, and self-esteem. Next comes self-actualization, the highest level of the pyramid where we are fulfilled and able to reach our highest potential and become the best version of ourselves. If any of the needs below are not being met, it affects the ability to focus on the levels above. When all of the needs below this are fulfilled, we reach the point where we have desire and motivation to become the best versions of ourselves. This is where we're able to reach the realization that anything is possible and fulfill our highest potential. The important thing to take from this theory is that the lower categories must be fulfilled before we can even worry about or try to attain any of the higher levels of needs.
When it comes to our schooling and our education every day, our students show up with some of their basic needs met and some not. When we miss out on our coffee in the morning, or when we miss having out on eating a snack for breakfast, or even if we don't get our full 8 hours of sleep, when we show up the next day to work or school, it can really affect how we show up, how we take on the day, and ultimately even how our temper is, whether we have patience or lack patience. Ways as a community and as teachers and parents and stuff that we can help our students' basic needs get met as well as ours is, one, we can definitely help by building their safety and building their belonging here on campus as well as at home. That could be anywhere from checking in with our students on our way to the school bus in the morning or on our way to school, or taking a few minutes after school each day to, hear what a funny story was that happened, or to hear something that maybe they had to do that was challenging for them. When it comes to the classroom, especially our students who may have not had their basic needs met prior to showing up to class, they can really struggle when it comes to those transition times. And so providing that 5-minute check-in in the morning, asking students how they're feeling, maybe getting a gauge as to where they're at for today, can really help transition them smoothly into the day, into the expectations of school, and then also giving them that time after class. Other ways that we can help our students feel safe and belong, as well as help build their self-esteem, is by maybe providing chores for them and having a morning and night routine. This could be anywhere from, maybe they take out the trash every day, to on Wednesday nights, maybe everyone sits down and has dinner together. Really being intentional about connecting with our child and really learning what is going on with them and how we can help. Other ways that we could do this too in the classroom is by giving them a daily affirmation each day, whether it's a positive note up on the board that says, I'm gonna have a great day, or maybe if you're an awesome math class and we have those students that are struggling, being able to say I'm doing my best at math.
It's really important that students are made to feel like they belong and have a sense of importance at home and at school. At home, this could look like, giving your kids special chores that they excel at, or maybe if they're interested in cooking, you could have a cooking night with your child. This really makes them feel like they matter and you're interested in them as a person. Another thing that really helps with kids is praising their efforts instead of their successes. You don't always want to praise kids for only their success, because if you do, then they feel like when they're not successful, they're not doing a good job or they're not enough. Praising kids' efforts really instills that hard work and keep trying kind of mindset for kids, and it makes them feel good about themselves when they do.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs is important for parents and educators because it helps us understand that children must have their needs met in order to become successful and productive people. When we don't have our needs met, we are unable to be motivated to succeed. As you can probably imagine, this can affect learning. When something is missing from one or more of these categories, it can really prevent us from realizing our full potential. For students, this means that they may have a hard time or even be prevented from learning and connecting with us. It's important to keep this in mind and meet kids where they are at each day. Whether we are educators or parents, we all have the goal to help kids become healthy, happy members of society. We all have a mutual concern for our children, and being informed of what may be affecting our kids' behavior and emotions, attendance, and academic performance can allow us to serve kids in the best way possible.
As your school community outreach liaisons, Taryn and I can help assist in getting you and your child or your students' basic needs met. Whether it's providing transportation to and from school or to doctor's appointments, whatever that may be, we can help with that. Whether it's also providing if you need extra food, or if you need other community resources to provide clothing or medical care, whatever the situation may be and you're not quite sure how to navigate it, Taryn and I are your local resources to help do that.
I'm Taryn,
I'm Stevie,
and we're here to help support student success.